And good evening, everybody watching here live from the WIAA Park Complex here on this 76-degree day, sunny skies for a sectional semifinal here on Zaleski Sports. The winner of this one to play in Nisita tomorrow afternoon. It's the Assumption Royals as the 2 seed up against the Pacelli Cardinals as the number 1 seed. Good afternoon, everybody. Dan Lau producing, Brendan Retzloff here on commentary. We welcome you guys live here on Zaleski Sports for our Auto Select pregame show. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
And welcome back, everybody. After our quick word from Auto Select there, we are introducing our starting lineups and starting with the Assumption Royals, a 19-4 record on the season, 8-2 in the Merriwood to play second, but they took down their conference foe in Auburndale this past week to make it to this spot. And starting is number 21, Anna Schooley over at shortstop. Then batting second is number 24, Ari Kavanaugh. Batting third is number 1, Claire Nelson. In cleanup is number 2, Macy Vollers. Batting fifth is number 12, Elena Awi. Then in the sixth spot is number 14, Brianna Awi. Batting seventh is number 31, Lexi Stofflet. Batting eighth is the designated player, number 25, Regan Stablaski. And batting ninth is number 35, Emerson Briu. Taking a look at the Pacelli Cardinals here on their year, 25-1, 12-0 in conference play in the Central Wisconsin South. Batting first is number 2, Maddie Pionic. Then batting second is number 5, Katie Elka. Batting third, number 7, Kaylin Yunter. In the cleanup spots, number 18, Amelia Martini. Batting fifth is Ava Tass, number 20. Batting sixth is number 14, Kaden Nelson. Batting seventh is number 13, Peyton Mansell. Batting eighth is number 33, Ella Van Order. And in the 9 spots, number 3, Jaden Zadroik. We'll take things away to our national anthem here. Just about to get some ball underway here at the WIAA Park Complex at Spud Field here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game and starting lineups are brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger And once again, we'll run through the batting order here for Charlie Nelson and Coach Shell's Assumption Royals. Batting first is number 21, Anna Schooley. Then batting second is number 24, Ari Kavanaugh. In the third spot, number 1, Claire Nelson. Batting cleanup, number 2, Macy Vollert. Batting in the 5 spots, number 12, Elena Awi. Then batting 6th is number 14, Brianna Awi. Batting 7th is number 31, Lexi Stofflet. And batting 8th is number 25, Reagan Stablaski. Then in the 9th spot is number 35, Emerson Briu. Taking a look at Pacelli on defense, Peyton Mansell. Another game on the bump, her 16th appearance, 15-1 on the year, 94 innings pitched. Had a 21 strikeout day, or a 19 strikeout day in their win last week against the Marathon Red Raiders. Just tremendous stuff from Peyton Mansell. And this is the rematch of what we saw in Madison just about a year ago in the state semifinal, where Pacelli ousted Assumption in a pretty good battle on that Friday morning. Second pitch of the at-bat to Schooley, late swing and a miss. Catching for Mansell is the trusty Kaylin Yunter. Over at first base, Jaden Zadroik playing second, Amelia Martini. Then at third is Maddie Pionic, and at short, Ava Tess. From left to right field, Ella Van Order, Katie Elka, Kaden Nelson for the Cardinals on defense. This pitch up high. Make it a 1-2 count here. Schooley on the year, batting .353. 4 runs batted in, 29 hits on the season. Takes a ball outside. And I know one of our trustworthy colleagues, Steve Maves, who has been covering the Assumption Royals softball team this year, unfortunately not able to be here for this one, but I want to give a big shout out to him. Happy birthday to Steve. Schooley is retired on strikes for the first strikeout, and you cannot let number 13 get heated up in the circle here for this game. The winner of this one to take on Melrose Mindoro out of the Dairyland Conference. The Mustangs sitting at a 1 seed this year, and we're at the battle of the 2 higher ranked teams in Division 4 here in this one. In Plover, a big swing and a miss from Ari Kavanaugh, who has been the best hitter this season for Coach Nelson and Shell. Batting .511 on the year, 3 home runs, 20 runs batted in, but nothing doing here again. Another strikeout on a swing and a miss. And there are 2 retired here in the first. 19 strikeouts in that game last Thursday for Peyton Mansell, the senior and graduate for the Cardinals. Claire Nelson at the plate now after the swing and a miss. .432 is the batting average of the lefty here this season. 0-1. Just got a piece of this one. Looked like it caught the inside of the bat. Both of these crowds from Assumption and Pacelli showing up nicely here at the WIAA today. And a called strike 3. 1, 2, 3. The hitters go for the Royals in the first. And Peyton Mansell is leaving off right where she was on that Thursday. A 6-day break between games, no problem. Cardinals batters coming up. Maddie Pionic, Katie Elka, and Kaylin Yenter here on Zaleski Sports here in this sectional semifinal presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows at last year's pricing. Call today.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports here at the WIAA Park Complex for this sectional semifinal presented by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Macy Vollert, the starting pitcher here for this one today. 14 games pitched on the year, a 10-3 record, 74 innings pitched, 118 strikeouts, with a 1.32 earned run average on the season. And she'll have to deal with Maddie Piana, Katie Elka, and Kaylin Yenter due up here in the home half of the first. First pitch missing outside. Taking a look at the defense of Assumption, Vollert pitching to Nelson, then over first base is Brianna Awi, and then playing at second base is Elena Awi, then over at third, Ari Kavanaugh, and shortstop Anna Schooley. And from left to right field, Lexi Stofflet, Emerson Briu, and Kylie Carroll, who's in the flex position over in right field today. 2-1 the count here. These teams played each other earlier in the season, and Pacelli got the best of Assumption. That game took place back in March. Quite some time ago. Another one fouled off here from Maddie Pionic. Pionic on the season, batting .449 as a sophomore this year. Some impressive stuff. 18 runs batted in for the sophomore here on the season. And now a full count. Here it comes from Vollert. Another one just right off the end of the bat from Pionic. We'll try it again. Pitch number 7 coming up. Right down the third base line. It rolls by the glove of Kavanaugh, and it's going to be a base hit. Actually making an extra base hit to lead off the ball game for the Pacelli Cardinals. And Maddie Pionic is aboard. And the Cards already have an RBI opportunity coming up here with the senior Elka, who's batting .484 on the year. 16 runs batted in this season. Swing and a miss. It seemed like that ground ball looked like it was playable for Kavanaugh, but it just rolled by her right side. and it was hugging down that baseline to allow her to get to second. Here's the 0-2, a called strike 3. Elka goes down looking, and Vollert has her first strikeout here this afternoon. And now she's got to deal with one of the hottest hitters here in the last month, Kaylin Yunter, who's batting around 500 on the season. Already has a couple of home runs here in these playoffs. 34 runs batted in going into the playoffs. And she's already got 5 runs batted in the past couple of games. Just had a all-time performance against Necedah in this regional semifinal, and Yunter sends a high fly ball all the way to the wall. Tracking, couldn't find it. In time was Brew. 1 run is going to score. And the Cardinals strike first. And Kaylin Yunter continues her terrific season as a senior and graduate. That is another run batted in. That is 6 here in the playoffs from number 7. And now Amelia Martini is set to square up here, and she has also been unfathomable here this season. Batting .585. Get this, 6 home runs going into the playoffs, 54 RBIs. She actually led going into the playoffs in Division IV in Triple Crown categories. It's cooled off a little bit here in these past couple of games, but she can still swing the bat and a hefty swing at it here. Vollert has her chasing down 1-2. Brew took a big hit into that wall in center field, but she seemed fine right away. This 1-2 pitch outside. Offense was something Pacelli was lacking in their game on Thursday. And another one chased after. Vollert takes down Martini. 2 gone here in the first. And now it's Ava Tess. Another one of those senior graduates for Pacelli, who has had an outstanding year, batting .426. Vollert makes her chase after another one here. That high fastball has really been working here early. That game back in March, Pacelli had a 10-0 win. They shut out the Royals. And if the Royals want to continue their season, they will have to score at least 1 run. This one way upstairs. Make it a 2-2 count. Here comes the 2-2. On its way, and another high fastball. Got her swinging. All strikeouts via the high fastball. Both pitchers get 3 strikeouts in the first, but the Cardinals get a pair of hits. 2 doubles, starting with Pionic to lead it off, and Kaylin Yunter hits one right into the center field wall to give the Cardinals a 1-0 lead. We're through 1. It's 1-0 here in Plover on Zaleski Sports in this sectional semifinal presented by Hofffavor Realty.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Back here for the away half here of the second inning. Macy Vollert to lead things off for the Royals, followed by Elena Awi and Brianna Awi. The 4, 5, 6 hitters up against Peyton Mansell, who went 1, 2, 3 on strikeouts back in the first. First pitch swinging here. Nothing doing for Vollert. Vollert has also had a terrific year, though, in the cleanup spot, batting .354, 5 home runs on the season, 18 runs batted in. Takes a ball outside here, right off the glove of Yenter. Always a pleasure to see all of the fans coming to the ballpark today. 1-1, just above the letters. Make it a 2-1 count. And the way that the Red Raiders of Marathon were able to attack Mansell a little bit more when she was pitching was by being patient in the count. That being the pitch count. It allowed more walks and it allowed more chances for them to score a run, even though they were shut out in that ball game. Here's the 2-2, a called strike 3. 4 outs, all via the strikeout so far for Peyton Mansell. And that is nothing new for her this season, as she is entering this game with 181 strikeouts on the year. Another swing and a miss here from Awi. Elena batting .277 on the year, 9 runs batted in. The Royals just got to find a way to get contact and put the ball in play here. Swinging right over the top of it, 0-2. When you talk about a gaudy earned run average for Peyton Mansell, she's got a .18 on the year in all those games, and another one down here in the second. I mean, she's just playing routine ball right now. This is how Peyton Mansell has been all year. She has such composure, committed to playing D2 softball after high school here, and she's one of those senior/graduates for Pacelli. Here's Brianna Awi, and another swing and a miss here, down 0-2 again. It's just the way she works through all these batters with so much confidence, and she delivers a very fast pitch. So tough to keep up with, inside corner, called strike 3. 6 up, 6 down through 1.5 in the ball game. Pacelli remains up 1-0 here. Kaden Nelson, Peyton Mansell, a Levan order coming up here for the Cardinals. You're watching girls high school softball WIAA sectional semifinal action here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome back, everybody. It's bottom half of inning number 2 here on Zaleski Sports, and today's game presented by Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. Kaden Nelson here to lead things off for the Cardinals. Taking a look at the roads of how these teams got here into this spot. Just taking a look at the playoffs. Assumption ended up taking on Mark Zan in their regional semifinal. That game was a 10-0 victory. Then they played against Auburndale last Thursday with a 5-2 win. And now they are here on another high chasing pitch from Vollert. That is her zone that she's got to hit in this game. But to my correction, that 10-0 win for Pacelli against Assumption was back in April 12th. I believe I might have said March earlier, so just to clarify on that. Nelson got a good piece of that last one. 1-2. Lifts a high fly ball over into right to Carroll. And she's got it for the first out. So now Peyton Mansell here to swing the bat with one gone. Batting .285 on the year, and she has been hitting tremendously here in these playoffs. And taking a look at Pacelli in these playoffs, they ended up playing their regional semifinal game against Necedah just over a week ago. That was 12-1 victory for the Cardinals, and then they took on Marathon, the Red Raiders, this past Thursday in a 1-0 shutout. A very heavily defensive played ball game that was. Here's the 0-1 to Peyton, and she sends this one out of play. But you take a look at the schedule Pacelli's had to face this season compared to a lot of some other great teams. Mansell barely to keep up with that one. You talk about the game against Assumption, the 10-0 win. Then they played against Poynette here in a 3-1 victory. Then they beat Mosinee over at Athletic Park, home of the Ignite, and they lost by 1 run to DC Everest, which is a team that is currently going to be playing for a sectional championship tomorrow in Division I. Vollert able to strike out Mansell. 2 gone here in the second for Van Order. And EVO has really been working on her swing this year. Got her first career home run against Necedah. EVO sends a little blooper right to second. And Awi's got the ball for out number 3. So Cardinals go 1-2-3 here in the second. Score remains 1-0 Pacelli here in this sectional semifinal here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffaver Realty.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports, top of the third. Here in this sectional semifinal. Alexi Stofflet to lead things off for the Royals. Just saw the first pitch there from Mansell. Another one swing and a miss here. 0-2 just like that. I'm talking about the success that Pacelli has had. This team is chasing some big-time history. They're going for that three-peat this season. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Down goes Stofflet here in the third. Pacelli won back-to-back Division V titles over Oakfield in 23 and 24. And I don't know if this could be good news or bad news for the Cardinals fans, but Oakfield is actually eliminated. They got eliminated by Waterloo in this sectional semifinal game yesterday that took place in Oakfield. So the Oaks are gone, and another 3-pitch at bat as Stablaski is retired. 6 pitches, 6 strikes from Peyton Mansell here in the inning. Scoring a bunt here. This one's popped up foul off the net from Emerson Brieux. Emerson batting .324 on the year. She's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Looking back at Coach Charlie Nelson, get some signs, possibly try to bunt again here. Pacelli infield goes in, and that's a called strike 2. Eight pitches, 8 strikes in the third from Mansell. Here comes number 9. Just got a piece of it. And right now, these Royals hitters, they just need to try to put the ball into fair territory at this point. They have had no success here in these first 2 1/3 innings. This one's popped up. Pionic's got it. Foul territory for out number 3. That's getting a little closer to putting in fair territory. That is the first out as well. That is not a strikeout from Mansell here in the game through 2.5 innings of play. It's 1-0 Cardinals with Zdroik, Pionic, and Elka coming up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffaver Realty.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Bottom of the third here from Spud Field at the WIAA Park Complex here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is presented by Whitetail Properties. Whitetail Properties Real Estate is your premier hunting land, farmland, and recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents are Brian and Evan Roush at whitetailproperties.com. Other than that first inning that Vollert's had here, she has been pitching pretty well as well with the 4 strikeouts through 2 innings pitched and dealing with the number 9 hitter of the Pacelli lineup in Jaden Zdroik. The sophomore batting .321 here in the 2025 campaign. 1-1. Late swing and a miss here. This one at the knees. Here's the 1-2. Right at the helmet area, or above the helmet area. 2-2. Even count, and another one goes down swinging. Strike 3 here on Zdroik. 5 strikeouts through 2 1/3 from Macy Vollert. Back to Pacelli's top of the order in Maddie Pionik, who had a double and a run scored her last time up. And that double she had was a light ground ball down that third baseline, which just got by the glove of Ari Kavanaugh. 0-1, another solid piece of contact sent right into the netting. Makes it an 0-2 count here on number 2. The 0-2 just missed it outside. The winner of this game to take on Melrose Mindoro. Strike 3. Vollert's got another K on the board. And now it's Katie Ilka, who was the first strikeout victim of Macy Vollert in this game today. Takes one for a strike. And Pacelli all throughout this season has been that team. Once you get to the third time getting around in the batting order, they can really adjust. And they can get a good feel for these pitchers that they're up against. A quick 0-2 here. Vollert trying to go 1-2-3 again. Here it is, just down in the dirt. She's got 6 strikeouts. And this one hit right to her. Makes the catch right on a knee. And the side is retired. Another hitless inning here in the third. And speaking of hitless, Assumption still without hits in the game. They're going to try to turn things around back to the top of the order with Schooley, Kavanaugh, and Nelson coming up here on Zaleski Sports in this sectional semifinal presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shy.
Shy is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Back from that word from Shuda Funeral, today's game presented by Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And a schoolie to lead things off here in the fourth. Got a solid piece of contact right into the awning. Just any way to get the ball in play or change up their strategy. That's what Assumption kind of has to do here as we're approaching the halfway point of this game. The 0-1 goes past the glove of Yenter. So a little bit of a wild pitch there from Peyton. But no damage. Just makes it a 1-1 count. 8 strikeouts today for Peyton Mansell. Another swing and a miss. Melrose Mindoro is ready to take on one of these programs in Necedah tomorrow afternoon. That game is scheduled to be at 5 o'clock. Schooley pops this one up just past the reach of Pionic. She had some crazy hustle on that one, too. Makes it a 1-2 count now. Here to Schooley from Peyton Mansell. Here it is. Goes change up, popped up, finally fair territory. Tess has got it for the first out. And possibly that could be a sign of a little bit of life for Assumption, as that was the first ball put in a fair territory of this game. Now it's Ari Kavanaugh, the third baseman. Struck out back in the first. Here's the 0-1 from Peyton. Once again, gets past the glove of Yenter, 1-1. Be sure to check out all of our other live sports coverage, ZaleskiSports.com. I believe that Pacelli Baseball has a game going on right now. Not too far away from the area here at the WIAA Park Complex. And I believe that's where the birthday boy is covering a game right now. But Assumption didn't have to travel too far to get here to Plover, about a 20-minute drive. 1-2. Chased after it. Strikeout number 9 for Peyton Mansell here today. And there's 2 retired now for Claire Nelson, who also struck out back in that first inning of the ball game. First pitch missing outside here from Mansell. One of the first times here today we've seen a Assumption batter get ahead in the pitch count after the first pitch. Make it 2-0. But also just getting to see all the support from both of these fan bases and friends and families. Both of these teams really have to love how the crowd turnout was here in this one today. That one right off the end of the bat of Nelson, 2-1. This pitch just missed outside from Mansell. And the last time that the Royals came to this complex, it was in that triangular between them, Pacelli, and Laconia. But their last game was against Laconia, and they got the win. This one popped up high and deep over to left for Van Order, and she's got it for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 again. Go the Royals. Here in the 4th. Yenter, Martini, and Tess. The big hidden trio coming up for Pacelli. You're watching Girls High School Softball Sectional Semifinal action on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mittens is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
You're gonna love home furniture. Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Home half of the 4th, just about to get underway here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. Kaylin Yunter to lead things off. And she is the one of 2 players right now who have a hit in this game, and she's the only player to have a run batted in this ball game. And Macy Vollert will be challenged by her once again, as she is arguably one of the hottest hitters in these playoffs right now. And it's just to face that 3-headed monster where you have Yenter, Martini, and Tess all batting well over 400 on the year. It's really impressive to see how great they can hit the ball and how consistently they can. Here's the 1-1 from Vollert. Fouled away. Assumption still without a base runner in this ball game. And they got to contain on defense the rest of the way. And in that game on April 12th, they were shut out by the Cardinals as well. They got to avoid that here. And this one off speed, way upstairs, and now it's 2-2. Here it is from Vollert. And to my correction, Yenter thinks she drew a walk here. That was ball 3 ruled. So she got the psych out treatment done. Try it again. 3-2. Line drive. That ball was crushed. Foul. Coach Molsky had to kind of avoid the danger there. That was going right at her. Coach Mo knows ball, though. And this one bounces a few feet short. And Yenter will draw the walk. And she has not been retired in this ball game yet, as that is the first walk of the game. She's just been that dangerous of a hitter. And you just got to pitch smartly around her. But now you have another dangerous hitter to deal with here. Martini 0 for 1 in the ball game. Gets a high fastball, 1-0 the count. Martini struck out back in the first. We'll see if Yenter wants to test him. And Martini sends a deep high fly, towering ball over the fence. It's gone. A 2-run shot from Amelia Martini puts the Cardinals up 3-0. In the sea of red, making noise here at the WIAA Park Complex. She said, "You walk one of the better hitters, I'm going to make you pay." Sending an opposite field bomb into right. She hit that in against the wind, too, that is blowing in here as well. And that gives Pacelli a bunch of life here in the fourth. Now is the mentality of the Assumption Royals. You just got to find some type of way to stay positive within this situation. Before things can kind of get out of control. Test now at the plate. Martini was quiet in these playoffs, only had a couple of hits. And she went hitless against Nisita in that regional semifinal game. And she finally finds life. Called strike 3 here. Test goes down. That is the 7th home run this year from Amelia Martini. Now Kaden Nelson with 1 gone. And a 3-0 lead. Voller delivers, just missing. One and 0 here to Kaden. The junior takes another one just outside for ball 2. Two and 0. Tardy on the fastball. 2-1. From the circle here again, Vollert, another one left well short of the plate for Nelson to grab. She's done that a few times here in this inning. Starting to leave some of her fast pitches short. Nelson fouls it back. Full count now with 1 gone in the 4th. Three hits in the ball game for the Cardinals. They've had 4 base runners Amelia Martini delivered a big blow here in the fourth. This one popped up, foul territory, just out of play. Count stays 3-2 here. And this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Vollert and Nelson working through the commands. Another one fouled back. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Kobe, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Peyton Mansell waiting on deck. The 3-2 again, 8th pitch. Popped up towards the Pacelli dugout, just off the fence. And Kavanaugh just not able to get it. Just ran out of room. This is the 9th pitch coming up. Nelson and Vollert are in a battle, and Vollert takes her down in this one. Another strikeout here. That is the 8th strikeout of the game for Macy Vollert. And now Peyton Mansell, the senior, coming up for the Cards, who was 0 for 1 in the ballgame. One and 0 the count here. Mansell sends a drive, just foul. That was square off the barrel. Just a little bit early on it. This crowd erupted from that 2-run home run by Martini. A swing and a miss here from Mansell. 1-2 the count. Here it is, and chasing the high fastball. Strikeout number 9 for Macy Vollert. Mansell goes down, but the Cardinals strike again in the 4th. Kaylin Yunter takes the walk, and Amelia Martini deals the damage. Sends a towering fly ball over the right field wall to make it 3-0 for the Cardinals over the 2-seed Royals. You're watching girls high school softball action here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Top of the 5th, it's a 3-0 lead for the Pacelli Cardinals over the Assumption Royals in this sectional semifinal. Winners to take on Melrose Mindoro. The Mustangs will be awaiting the winner of this one for the game in Necedah tomorrow evening. That game is scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. Times could possibly get moved. We'll see what happens. Macy Vollert here leading things off. Assumption needs something in the worst way possible. They have not had any luck. 2-2 the count here after the missed fastball. Vollert, one of the hardest hitters on the team. 2-2, 5 home runs on the year, off speed, up high. Full count now. Just try to get a base runner, find some life. That's their mentality right now. Here it is, 3-2. A swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10 for Peyton Mansell. And Vollert has struck out twice here in this game. And now with one down, it's Elena Awi, who struck out back in the second here in this one. One gone in the fifth. Mansell right now is in the pursuit of one of the greatest seasons of all time, you could say. She has just been that good. To pitch 94 innings and gather up 181 strikeouts going into this game. That really means something. This one just missed inside. And it's a 2-1 count here on Awi. Assumption trying to be more patient in their at-bats here in the fifth. You can tell. Called strike 2. It's just about taking a different approach and try to find out what works right before you run out of time. And that's their big battle now. Strikeout number 11 for Peyton. 2 gone for Brianna Awi. Assumption just cannot find any type of answer to the arm of Peyton Mansell. Ground ball right to first base to Zadroik to clean things up in 5. Still 0 base runners in the ball game for the Royals. They're running out of time. They're down 3-0. Bottom of the 5th coming up, where it'll be Van Order, Zadroik, and Pionic. 8-9-1. You're on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hot Favor Realty.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Home half of the 5th coming up here on Zaleski Sports in this sectional semifinal, presented by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Dan Lau and Brendan Retzloff here from the WIAA Park Complex at Spud Field, between the number 1 seed Pacelli Cardinals and 2 seed Assumption Royals. As we have hit the Sweet 16 mark of the Division 4 playoffs here on this beautiful June day. 1-1 here. Check swing. Did she go? First base ump says no. 2-1 the count. In terms of batting average difficulty for Macy Vollert, she is dealing with a much easier part of the order here in the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. But she's got to find the strike zone. It's 3-1. And a swing and a miss from EVO. Full count now on 33. Van Order had a blooper to second base her first time up. Here it is. Just got a piece of it. Always a person with a positive and comedic approach on life, Ella Van Order. Three and two once more, hanging on. And the difference between how the playoffs, and not just the playoffs, the season of softball and baseball work, you can play your starting pitcher every single game if you want to. There's no limit. This one popped up into left. Shallow left field. And right there on it is Stofflet for out number 1. So a pair of flyouts for Ella Van Order here in the ball game. And now Jaden Zadroik, who struck out back in the 3rd. We'll have a second crack at it, batting .321 here on the season. Fowler's first pitch fouled right off the end. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this summer. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. Little ground ball right to short for out number 2. And that was Schooley making the play. 2 gone here in the home 5th for Maddie Pionic. The culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Felt's Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun. Third time around the batting order we go for the Pacelli Cardinals. Maddie Pionic, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Has a double and a run scored and struck out in the 3rd. And this is when the Pacelli bats can really adjust to the pitching they're up against. Seen it time and time again throughout the year. They play close games in the first 3 or 4 innings, and all of a sudden they can really explode. From the 5th to the 7th, Pionic takes another ball. She's one of those hitters who's really worked on her plate discipline this year. 2-2 here. Reaching out after it, just foul. That pitch looked like it was well outside, but she was able to hold on. Just sent it past the glove of Kavanaugh. Try the 2-2 again here from Vollert on its way, chasing after it. A called strike 3. And that's the second time Pionic's been retired via the strikeout. That is the 9th strikeout of the ball game for Macy Vollert. We're through 5. Pacelli has a 3-0 lead over the Royals. We'll be back for Stofflet, Stablaski, and Brio coming up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Feltz Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
Sixth inning about to get underway here on Zaleski Sports. Dan Lau and Brendan Retzloff here with you guys. Today's game is presented by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Lexi Stofflet to lead things off here in the sixth for the Royals. A 2-1 count here. And at this point in the ball game now, where Assumption has not had a base runner, is this where you start talking about a perfect game alert or a no-hitter alert from Peyton Mansell here in a big game, big-time moments here. The Pacelli fans and faithful have absolutely been loving her type of play. This one just foul. Right over the first base line. The Royals were that close to having their first base runner of the game. Stofflet had a good piece of it. Tried again, 2-2, on its way, and that's a dozen from Peyton Mansell here in the sixth. She is just gifted with the talent in the circle. And now Coach Nelson goes over to the home plate umpire, and it looks like he's going to make a change here. So we might not see Regan Stublaski at the plate. We might have a different hitter here for the Royals. Just trying to get a peek of the number on the jersey here. It looks like Delaney Hahn. And it is Delaney Hahn, number 5. She squares to bunt. This one's called a strike. Just any way to try to find some momentum. Because that Martini home run in the 5th really, or in the 4th inning, just really took a lot out of the Assumption fan base and even the team. And now it's 0-2 to Hahn. (0-2) to Hahn from Mansell, a baker's dozen. Chasing after perfection. 2 gone in the 6th. For Emerson Brew, the number 9 hitter. And Assumption is running out of time. Brew takes a strike 1. It's just the consistency of pitches that come out of the arm of Peyton's arm, or come out of the hand of Peyton's pitches that just really are something extraordinary. Ground ball to Pionic, throw to first on the money. And the side is retired. 6 innings of perfect game ball from the Pacelli Cardinals. Assumption has 3 more outs to make something change. But the Pacelli bats coming up are Katie Yelka, Kaylin Yenter, and Amelia Martini. You're watching girls high school softball action here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffa Realty.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're, that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
And bottom of the sixth coming up here on Zaleski Sports. We welcome you guys back watching. Winner of this one in this sectional semifinal to take on Melrose Mindoro, the Mustangs in Necedah, tomorrow afternoon. And Pacelli right now is in the pursuit of a three-peat. Right now, they just don't have that going after them in this game. Right now, Peyton Mansell is pitching a perfect game. Katie Elka leading things off here, 0 for 2 in the ball game. This one lined right off the glove of Vollert. Going to be a tough play, and they get it in time. Deflected off of Vollert right to Awi, and she got the out. Make sure Vollert's all right there. That actually might have hit her pitching hand instead of her glove. So Coach Nelson going to check in on him. Same with Coach Shell. And she seems to give a green light and give it a go. She's good. And now Kaylin Yenter, who has been trouble in this game for Macy Vollert, will step up to the plate for the third time today. She is 1 for 1 with a double in the game. Takes this one for a strike. Yenter watches the 0-1 upstairs. One and one on the senior. Here it comes. Just got a piece of it. That double she had back in the first drove in the first run of the game. Drove in Maddie Pionic from second. From a senior to a senior, here it comes. Outside. And now that evens up the count at 2s. Voller's pitch, reaching out on it. It's going to be a tough one. Driving in is Stofflet, and she's got it for the second out of the inning. And that is the first time Kaylin Yenter has been retired in this game for the Cardinals. And now Amelia Martini, who seems like she has been the player of the game with that 2-run home run back in the fourth to really settle things in this ball game to make it 3-0, is at the plate. 7 home runs from her on the year. And she's only a junior this year. The junior batting close to 600 on the year. Had 54 runs batted in going into these playoffs. To do that as a junior is a tremendous accomplishment. And she is earned a bunch of accolades on the season for her accomplishments. Here it is off speed. Reaching out on it and missing it right off the glove at first base. Hopefully that doesn't cost the Royals here. That would be a tough break. Right off the glove of Awi. Try it again, 2-2. Vollard sets. Here it is. Towering. Pop up to second. And it'll be Awi for the third out. We're through 6. The Royals are down to their final 3 outs. Peyton Mansell chasing perfection. And she's got a baker's dozen strikeouts. We'll see how this game comes to an end. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Welcome back, everybody. Top half of the 7th coming up here. Today's game presented by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. The Rock Valley College commit, Peyton Mansell. Entering the 7th, she'll have to deal with Anna Schooley, Ari Kavanaugh, and Claire Nelson. Coming up, 13 strikeouts in this game. No base runners allowed from Peyton. And it looks like Schooley might try to square a bunt or something. Takes a ball up high. The Royals are down to their final 3 outs of the season. Their dugout making some noise, and Schooley kind of trips up a little bit here, 1-1. And it's the right idea to have that starting running approach once you make contact with the ball and you just try to find your way on base. But if it comes to 2 strikes, you can't do that. Here it is inside, 2-1. And if this is the end of the line for the Royals in pitching, Macy Vollard, that would have been her last pitch as a Royal, and she did well. She only allowed 3 hits in the ball game. The problem was all 3 of them were extra base hits. 3 hits and a walk. 2-2 the count here from number 13. Anna Schooley 0 for 2 in the game. Trying to get on base. Takes a called strike 3. And that is strikeout number 14 from Peyton Mansell. Ari Kavanaugh due up next here for the Royals. 1 gone in the 7th. Kavanaugh squares the bunt, pulls back for a ball. What do you do? She swings at this one right off of the press box up there. And look out, coach. Used to be up there. That would have been pretty close to us. 1-1 now to Kavanaugh. Takes it up high. 2-1. mean, all the people who are watching this game right now, who are in the stands, are watching an extraordinary athlete put her talents to work in that circle right now. So far this game, it's just been her and Kaylin Yenter. Here's the 2-2. Just got a piece of it. Kavanaugh stays alive. Kavanaugh struck out in the first and the fourth. He's trying in every way possible to get on base. Here it comes from Mansell. Takes it up high, and it's now a full count. Kavanaugh with the discipline here. Works it to a full. Here it is from Peyton. The full count, and it's low, and the perfect game is gone. And Assumption finally has their first base runner of the ball game. For Claire Nelson. The no-hitter is still alive for Miss Mansell. Claire Nelson 0 for 2 in the ball game. Takes another one low. That's 3 consecutive balls from Peyton Mansell here. Nelson looking to be a hero in some type of way here. Another ball. This is the most consecutive pitches for a ball I've seen Peyton Mansell throw in her career. Here's the 2-0, ground ball to second. Martini applies the take, the throw to first is in time! And the Cardinals are going to Necedah tomorrow afternoon with a date against Melrose Mindoro in the sectional championship, and the three-peat is alive. And that's how the ball game ends. And Peyton Mansell has also thrown a no-hitter in this game. A 14 strikeout no-hitter from number 13 in the ball game. What a day for number 13. And a big congratulations to Assumption on their accolades in the season that they had as well here. They just came into town against arguably one of the best pitchers in Division IV and weren't able to get it done. And the same result as what we saw in the Division V state semifinal game in Madison almost a year ago. But congratulations to Coach Schill and Coach Nelson and their team for the season that they have had. And safe travels to them back. The Cardinals will take on Melrose Mindoro. It's the battle of the 1 seeds in Necedah tomorrow afternoon. That game's scheduled for 5 o'clock. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, or online at NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll be right back.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
No, seriously.
We're going to Greece. We're ready. We're live.
You're actually going to Greece?
Yeah.
We're talking about vacations over here. Welcome back, everybody. A huge congratulations to the Pacelli Cardinals here in this. I mean, it was a great game played. 3-0 victory over the Assumption Royals. And a lot of people knew that this one was going to be good, and especially you here, Coach Mo. Once again, you guys are going back to the sectional finals and looking for another spot to play in Madison coming up.
Correct. We put in this is one of their goals. At the beginning of the year, they said we're going to get through regionals, we're going to go to sectional final, we're going to go. So now we can check this box. We're going to celebrate tonight, be all excited, and then tomorrow morning wake up and know we have a job to do. We got another game to do. Every game is a season, and so our season continues. If we didn't play tomorrow, I could say we have practice, but we're going to play tomorrow.
Exciting stuff. You get to play tomorrow, and another thing too is, since the rain occurred yesterday, you guys had to play this game today. And you don't get much of a break between games here now. But, I mean, how did you guys approach going into this game knowing that if you did get the win, that you're going to be playing another game tomorrow, and just try to strikeouts, the one walk, and you got a double play support there at the end as well. But just tell me, I mean, what was really working for you today?
I don't know. Inside, outside, I'd go. High worked well today, I guess, but just knowing my defense is behind me at all times really just kept me pushing and wanting to do it for them.
And then how comfortable does it make you feel once you get a 2-run home run that gets put up in the 4th inning to continue your momentum?
It takes the pressure off me a lot if we're up, but Yeah, it was good.
And talking about the home run, Amelia, I mean, what was the approach you were taking in that at-bat? Because the first one, it seemed like you might have been trying a little hard in your at-bat, but the second one, I mean, you gave it a ride.
Yeah, I was just really excited, I think, at the start of the game. So I just had to take a deep breath and relax a little bit. And then I was like, okay, I'm good. So, yeah.
And also to see all these, I mean, well, they're not really all here anymore now, but all the crowd who was surrounding all you guys in this game, and there was a big roar from that crowd when you hit that home run. Just tell me how excited you felt in that moment.
I was really stoked. I mean, these are going to be close games. You need every run that you can get, and to have the support from our fans and just being able to help out my team, it just really makes you feel good.
And I have to ask you, Peyton, how does it feel to have a no-hitter of a game in a big moment like this in the sectional semi?
It's a good feeling going in. It's a good feeling, I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I mean, Coach, you've had some great rosters throughout your 21 years of coaching. Where does this one stack up among the others?
Well, the 2025 roster right now is the top of my list. We're in 2025. Someday, if I ever have to sit down and compare all the rosters, that's going to be an insurmountable task. It is. We've had some great players that have come through the program, and we've got great players on the program right now. And so what I love about this is that when I was standing at third base or over on the side, and I looked up and I saw so many former players, and I saw so many parents of former players all here, and we get text messages and we get emails all saying, go get them Cardinals. So, you know, our family, the support of the Pacelli family here is phenomenal. So go Cards. We're just going to see what we can do tomorrow and bring home another W.
Sounds great. We'll put you guys in the highlight house. Congratulations.
Thank you. Fix this. I'm Peyton Mansell.
And I'm Amelia Martini.
And we're in the house.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Here's the game, Peyton Mansell, Amelia Martini, as well as Coach Ann Molsky joining us here at the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Taking a look at the final tallies, though, the Cardinals, 3 hits, no errors in the ball game. The Royals, 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 errors for them in the ball game. But you got to give credit to both of these teams and their accomplishments on this season, and including Assumption. Macy Vollert pitched an absolute gem with 10 strikeouts in the ball game, as well as the 3 hits that were allowed. But Pacelli just has that type of lineup in them that just seems like if they get touched by something, they find a way to adjust and come back. And we've seen it once again here today at the WIAA Park Complex behind the Amelia Martini. 2-run home run to solidify Pacelli in their pursuit of advancing to get a three-peat and state championships in 23, 24, and maybe 25. And they have Melrose Mindoro coming up tomorrow at Necedah. I'll be there for that one. Not sure who else will be. Should be a great one, though. We'll see you tomorrow. From all of us at Zaleski Sports, Dan Lau and Brendan Retzloff, we say so long, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.